Hello everyone, my name is Sam and welcome back to the Betwixt Galleria. My name is Sam, I already told you that. And tonight we're playing more Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. Whew. Thanks so much to JP Vale 19 for following. Welcome to the Galleria, where we will show you some magnificent sights. Whew. Sorry if I'm out of breath. I was, literally, just as I finished saying down all my socials, some family members came back home with some groceries. So I had 3 minutes to actually run outside and help them unload everything. Whew. But I got it done. I'm back. Alright, last we left off, this was night 2, I believe. And I want to go meet Jezebel. Or Jezebel's child, or not Jezebel. Tamika. Whew. Okay, sorry. Let me take a moment and catch my breath again. Oof. Okay. Alright. Hello. Okay. So we were building up our coterie, and as I believe we're going to go see Jezebel this time around. Because we fucked up the Tremere guy. As in, we just made all the wrong decisions. Like, we made so many wrong decisions, we got an achievement for it. An achievement that was like one of the rare achievements that like 12% of people have gotten. Like, holy shit, I fucked up so bad. Like, other people didn't fuck up as much. It's like, oh my god. Okay, hopefully we won't fuck up as much this time around. Let me just take a quick sip. But then we didn't fuck up, because our very next member that we invited to our coterie, oh, I forgot her name. I cannot forget her face, though. Absolutely lovely character. Just fascinating design, and oh my god, because she was oh my god, so many names, I'm trying to remember which one she was. The ones that are kind of a bit off-kiltered, the eccentrics. Oh, what was that clan's name? I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh my god, Malkavians. Oh my god. Malkavians. Okay, so where were we? Jezebel's childer. Sophie mentioned a gangrel neonate by the name of Tamika, who's made herself a haven in Prospect Park. The Ferals aren't exactly a social bunch, even by kindred standards, but if you can keep her from clawing your eyes out just long enough, she might be persuaded to join you. Yeah, let's... I mean, I wouldn't mind if she clawed my eyes out, but no, that's fine. I'm also trying to be less thirsty, because I've got company over in the form of a sibling and her partner. And the less they know about me, the better. Hold on, I'm just gonna light a candle, because my room is stinky a bit. Come on. Oh, dang it. There we go. Okay. You make your way through the Grand Army Plaza, passing the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Arch. You can't help but feel a tinge of nostalgia as you picture the place as you've seen it countless times, in broad daylight, teeming with life. You quickly get over it and pass through the northwest gate into Prospect Park. The park is its usual maze of unkempt foliage and dimly lit alleys. Silence hangs in the air as it would at this time of night, and there doesn't appear to be any sign of kindred presence. Nose, why do you betray me? You start to suspect Langley's source fed her a bunch of bullshit, but you're not willing to give up just yet. As you ponder your options, you hear footsteps coming from behind a line of trees, quickly but evenly paced, most likely a late-night jogger. No vampire would take kindly to your feeding in their domain, but then again, perhaps you could kill two birds with one stone. I don't want to cause a ruckus, so I'm just going to seek out the Gangrel Haven. You head south, delving deeper into the less frequented section of the park. Past the babbling stream, you make your way into the ravine. Home to some of the oldest trees in the park, it's the place to go when you want to get away from the crowd and enjoy some one-on-one time with nature, and that's during the day. At night, it's bound to be Gangrel's delight. Making your way through the brush, you come across a rocky crevice hidden behind a wobbly chain-link fence. You leap over the fence in a single bound, trying to land as quietly as kindredly possible. The crevice looks deep enough where you think twice about jumping in. Instead, you peer into the darkness below, listening intently. Nose. I have no clue what's up with my nose recently. In a split second, the air by the side of your head swirls like a vortex. Driven by sheer instinct, you lean back just as five-finger-shaped razors cut through the darkness, missing your face by an inch. A clawed shadow jumps back a few paces, preparing to correct its mistake. You catch a glimpse of the assailant. Looks pretty animalistic, all right, but body, stop making gas and burps. But he's not the one you're looking for. For starters, it's a he. It's just as he's about to lunge at you, a snarl resounds from the bushes nearby, stopping your foe in their tracks. Out of the shadows emerges a young woman, baring her teeth ever so slightly. She walks over, calmly, her eyes fixed on your assailant. Her presence is enough to make him reconsider attacking you, but not to withdraw completely. He glances over to her, puffing up his chest. Ooh, cool. Stay out of it, Tam. I smelled him first. Tam, how about that? She raises an eyebrow but remains silent. Her compatriot turns back towards you. You shouldn't have come here, pretty boy. I'm gonna fuck you up so bad you'll be wearing your tongue as a fucking necktie. Damn. Tamika looks at you expectantly. Well, I want to be polite, but I also get the feeling I should probably, not back down. Alright, boy. The way I say that. Alright, boy. Let's see if your bite's as bad as your bark. Clearly taken aback, he looks over to Tamika as if gauging her reaction. What are you looking at her for? Guess I know who the alpha is. Guess I know who the alpha is. A barely visible smile creeps up on Tamika's lips. The man's eyes narrow. Although you can't really see it, you could bet the hair on the back of his neck just stood up. Shut your fucking mouth, pretty boy. You should have run when you had the chance. A fierce growl echoes across the alley, stopping the savage in his tracks. Tamika walks over to her comrade, her fangs glistening in the dim lamplight. She puts her hand on the side of his head, caressing his hair and tugging at his ears, as if she was scolding a puppy. She leans over and speaks in a voice that's firm, yet oddly affectionate. Okay, okay. Um, it's a. How do I want to do this? It's okay, Rule. I'll handle it from here. The middle gangrel looks at her with a mix of timidity and resentment. Then he turns back towards you. You want to waste time on this asshole, Tam. Be my guest. Having said his piece, Raoul retreats into the shadows, although if you were to guess, he's likely to stay within earshot. With her companion gone, Tamika turns to you once more. What do you want? Oh, do her eyes, like... Wait, hold on. It kind of looks like she's got, I think it's just the way that they glow. When, like, one reflecting the light and the other, like, it's kind of, like, not reflecting as much, but kind of looks like she's got, oh, what's it called? I knew the name. When they have, like, two different colored eyes. It looks really cool. I could use help. I could use your help. Short story, I'm new here, and I'm looking for a chance to leave my mark. Maybe shake things up a bit in the process. I could use your help. Why me? My sources claim you're capable. Why not? My sources claim you're capable. Are they wrong? No, I guess not. But if you're so well informed, you should know that I don't whore myself out for mercenary work. It's different. I'm not hiring sounds more more demanding or more like dismissive. This is different. Sounds like I'm gonna like at least explain it. This is different. I don't think I have the kind of money that could I don't think I have the kind of money that could persuade you. All I have to offer is my help, and someday maybe my friendship. Hold on, I'm just checking if my... Okay, good. Because I just now remembered I forgot to double check my mic. But it's okay. It's all working just fine. Yeah. Do I strike you as someone who needs a friend? No, but can I? Looking for a way out. I don't know enough about her to say that. And that sounds like a sore subject. That just sounds insulting, so I'm gonna go with you're looking for a way out. You strike me as someone looking for a way out of this park for starters. Is that why you're here? To break me out? Are you my ticket out of here? You can leave with or without me. This sounds like I'm giving her, like, the option. Like, you can leave whenever you can. It's... This sounds like I'm kind of, like, tying her to me, and that doesn't strike me as her type. Okay, you can leave with or without me. Look, I'm not stupid. I know you can leave any time, with or without me. I'm just asking for a couple of nights of your time. So what's it gonna be? For a brief moment she stands there, motionless, looking straight into your eyes as if trying to size you up. Finally she looks away. It looks like she's come to a decision. Just though if that were clear, I don't trust you. I have no reason to. Frankly, you sound more lost than I am. That's me. Still, you have that earnest look about you. Naive? Yep, almost. I can tell you believe what you're saying. I don't know why I feel so called out by that, so I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Hey kid, you like proving yourself? Ooh, I have some outstanding businesses to take care of. I'll let you know once that's done. Meet me here and we'll see what you're really made of. We made a friend. And with that, Tamika disappears into the night. That went pretty well, all things considering. Okay. Nice. So, we could probably go check on the detective. A recent string of violent killings has the Red Hook district of Brooklyn on edge. Sophie mentioned that Kadir Alasima has a secret associate investigating the murders, a Nosferatu neo-knight by the name of D'Angelo. If you help him out, he might be persuaded to form a lasting partnership. And I think this is more quests, but I want to do this because I don't know if... Hold on, actually, I'm going to double check something real quick. Masquerade. Okay, so there is a limited, there's a limit on nights that we can do. So I think, because my thought was either like doing him starts the next part, so like we would have like time to like do all the companions, or jumping straight to him starts like, or like if we already have like limited. Okay, I'm just gonna like go straight to. Oh, I can't do either. I need to rest. Not long after you wake up, Gregory knocks on the door of your apartment. Hey, I came to pick you up. Miss Langley wants to see you. That's Gregory? I thought Gregory was like an old gray-haired guy. Damn. Didn't know what she needs for her? What if I didn't want to see her? Well, my freedom was good while it lasted. I mean, that last one's a lie. That second one is also a bigger lie. Do you know what she needs me for? Any idea what she needs me for? I'm not in the position to ask. Yep, that's fair. He smiles politely. The car's waiting. Shall we? You wrestle with the same thoughts as a few nights ago. Maybe you should just leave, disappear, let Sophie find somebody else to employ. Never. But then you remember the Anarch thug being cut down by Kadir, and how close you were to the same fate, not even a week ago. And that might still happen to you if you step out of line. You follow suit. As with your previous visit here, Sophie seems not entirely present when you enter. Her eyes are locked onto one of the paintings in the room. You're pretty sure he was here earlier, but she's behaving as if she's seen it for the first time in her life, entirely entranced. Gregory clears his throat. Sophie turns to the both of you. A bit of irritation in her countenance that soon gives way to a pleasant, warm smile. She's so pretty. Alright. You're here. Excellent. Thank you, Gregory. Try to remember what voice I gave her. I mean, it's not like I do a lot of voices to begin with, so... Her driver leaves and she turns her attention to you. I hope you had a good few nights and made some new acquaintances, but I have to say I'm happy to see you, Sam. Thank you for coming. The change in mood of the room is so sudden and startling, it makes you consider the true power of vampiric charisma. Rationally, you know you're being manipulated, but you don't even care. I mean, why would I? Why would I? Oh, gods, I have no self-preservation instinct. Her eyes, her emotions, her entire body language all feel 100% genuine and express a legitimate interest in you and your well-being. I have a request for you this night. I need you to find somebody for me and make a delivery. She points to the statue at the side of the room. You notice a plain-looking flash drive lying on the edge where the Inanimate archer's bow touches the pedestal. Oh, that thing. The man you'll be looking for calls himself Kaiser. He has eyes and ears all over New York, and it's rare for something to happen here without his knowledge. I'll need you to take this flash drive and bring it to him. In exchange, he will give you an address, which I need to know as soon as possible. You're about to ask what's on the drive, but Sophie proves to be one step ahead of you. Oh, don't worry about the contents. They are encrypted. A precaution for if the data falls into the wrong hands. But it won't. Correct? I'll do my best. Oh. Excuse me, burping a bit. She gives you a smile that just a handful of nights ago would make you feel like melting. I mean, does it not make me feel like melting now? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, and Sam, Kaiser's a Nosferatu. That twisted, deformed lineage of kindred. He is old, and his age has made him even more paranoid than others of his clan tend to be. He holds many havens and changes them often. From what I've gathered, he or one of his servants should be found at the park on Coney Island tonight. Ah, you'll have to identify them somehow. I'm told Kaiser has spent many of his nights these past few years being driven around the city in a black limo. Maybe keep an eye out for it. That smile again, but much shorter. Anything more on Kaiser? Why do you need to trade with Kaiser? Why do you need to trade with him? Can't you just request the information given your connections? Kaiser doesn't care about my or anyone's position. He considers information as valuable as blood and makes it a point to never share it for free. He only deals with people who have something to offer. But trust me. She picks up the flash drive and puts it into your palm. I have more than enough means to grab his attention. She flashes one last smile at you, and turns back to the painting. Clearly done with the conversation, you pocket the flash drive and head out toward Coney Island. It takes you a better part of an hour to reach lights and sounds of the Coney Island amusement park from the city. The drive is almost pleasant this time of night. Thank God for Belt Parkway. I am not a New Yorker. I do not know what Belt Parkway is. There are plenty of people here tonight, but nobody who stands out as a traveling purveyor of secrets. Then again, if they did stand out, it would be kind of pointless, right? Nothing to do but figure out the right approach. Feeding opportunity, bum. You know what? It's been a while. I think should probably do that. Temporarily stumped, you feel frustration building inside. You've come to recognize what this is. Hunger. The beast. Calling to indulge your vice and lash out. That is loud in my ear. How's that? Okay, good. Just double checking OBS. Make sure that's working. It has to be silenced. You take a short walk away from the lights into one of the less frequented, poorly lit areas and see if any options reveal themselves. One does. An older bum has settled himself in a small niche between two buildings and has just begun, loudly but incoherently, praying. Hard to say who he's praying to, but he's entirely engrossed. Good for you. He barely sees you coming. You bite down, trying to ignore the smell of unwashed body and soiled blanket underneath. The taste is... Hold up. That's familiar. Yeah. This guy's on a party pillar or two. or you stop drinking. Oh no! You feel woozy, but happy. The world spins a bit, then starts spinning the other way. You get it under control, and then you don't. You feel your thoughts scattering in all directions. Oh no, did I fuck up? Oh no. Every detail of your surroundings turning into a potential fascination. Faraway lights and sounds composing a beautiful symphony. You bask in the afterglow of successful feeding, feeling like you're on top of the world. Superhuman, a master of the night, a god. A few tangents later, stray thoughts saying this isn't good breaks through the layers of noise inside your head, and you realize you've been standing in place for 15 minutes. And staring at you intently is a man with a gun in his hand. Shit. Oh, there he is. Stay put. There's someone who'd like to have a word with you. We're gonna wait for him. Right here. Who's the guy? I'm a me. Oh no, I'm wasted. Words come out slurred, barely coherent. Somebody who's gonna be pretty pissed that you hunted in his domain, buddy. Gonna tell you, I'm not envious. The hum of a car engine and the soft screech of brakes reach your ear. The headlights of a black limo pierce the night. Okay, good. We're high, but we're doing our thing at least. And there's the boss. Let's go. He motions toward the lights with his gun. You're coming to, finally in charge of your body, or at least you think so. The car's doors open. Double S's, I don't know why. The car door opens, but nobody comes out. The stranger keeps motioning to the car. You hope it's the limo you expect. Oh, why is my mouth so dry? It's weird. Alright. For a moment, you're pretty sure that what you see inside the car is just the bum's drugged blood kicking in for an encore. What? Wait, hold on. Alright. For a moment, you're pretty sure that what you see inside the car is just the bum's drugged blood. The bum's drugged blood kicking in for an encore. That is like a tongue twister. What is with me? Why can I not pronounce words tonight? Ah. Inside the limo used to be a luxury lounge. The kind with a stripper pole and a bar full of alcohol, but it currently has none of that. Instead, there are monitors and consoles. There are dozens of displays, each one showing something different. Surveillance camera footage, stock market quotes, television news, emails, tweets, silent movies, lo-fi footage of a gory torture session. It's a weird use of the word lo-fi. You wonder if the limo's owner can focus on anything while surrounded by all this visual noise, and then realize there's nobody there. Or is there? A man blinks into existence on a leather-covered couch, attempting to maintain something that approximates a regal presence. You're 100% sure it's Kaiser. Okay, how's he gonna look? Okay, I was expecting him to pop up there. Surrounded by dimly lit computer screens, his features are even more ghastly than you imagine. All sharp angles of twisted bone, mangled flesh, and crooked teeth. He bears them in an awful parody of a smile. Alright, let's see him. Oh, come on. The doors close behind you. Ooh. This is a fancy limo. Look at all that. That's neat. I really do love the art of this game. It's really nice. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of this because that's gonna make a nice thumbnail. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, compared to what I was picturing in my brain. So, the waste of good blood outside tells me Sophie Langley sent you? Huh. You've got something for me? You reluctantly pull the flash drive from your pocket and slowly pass it to Kaiser. He plugs into a USB port on the arm of his chair and displays the data on one of the screens that happen to be turned away from you. It takes him about a minute to access the data. Let me guess. This from Langley? She said she'd have something like this. You her new flunky? You have to bite your tongue to keep from arguing with the word he chose, but you nod. Who do you think I am? I saw this footage a week ago. I don't know, dude. I'm just the bag delivery boy. He moves the flash drive and throws it back at you in disgust. Tell Sophie the deal's off. She wants her address. She can give me something else. We did just feed, but I don't know how good we're gonna be at that. Well, let's give it a try. Oh no, wait. Because if we... Ask him to give you a break, ask how... Well, if... Sophie seems to be after an address. And the exchange was for like some kind of footage. If I try to use presence on him, I'm more afraid of the repercussions afterwards. Like... I don't like the idea of, getting on this guy's bad side. I don't know enough to really say. Because I don't want him to, like, turn around, like, a week later, realize he got duped, and be like, oh, those pesky kids. Arg. I don't know what sound he'd make if he was mad. Ask him to make up to him, ask him to give you a break. Ask how you can make up to him. Ask him to give you a break. I don't think a... I'm sorry this proved disappointing to you, Miss Kaiser. Can I do something to make up to you? He seems genuinely impressed. Ooh. Now that's what I like to hear. Yeah, in fact, I was just about to mention it. Oh, are we gonna owe him a boon? I have something in mind. We'll talk again soon. You do that for me, the address is yours. Now, would you be so kind to get the fuck out of my car? You're pretty sure you're done here. You get out, close the door behind you, and the car immediately starts back up. The opaque windows slide past you, soon the limo is on its way out. Kaiser's lackey is nowhere to be seen, so you make your way to your car and drive back, wondering what tomorrow brings. Okay, Hope is about to head out into the city, accompany her and see her true face. Aww. Upon returning to your haven, you find a small scrap of paper laying on your window. Still need a favor? If you're still up for it, come meet me in the Prospect Tam. And there's this guy that we still haven't done. We can only do one of these. You received an invitation to meet mysterious someone at Cathedral St. John the Divine. I want to do more Hope. Or do I want to do more Tamika? Or Tam? Tam or Hope? Tam or Hope? Why can't I do both? Why can't I do all of them? Why do I have to choose? Developers? You cowards? Alright, because we haven't seen Hope tonight just yet, let's go check on her. When you get to the internet cafe, Hope is already waiting out front. The sight catches you off guard. A part of you suspect that she might be more of a shut-in. My haven is my castle type. Design's so cool. Oh yeah, that's right. At Schumacher 2002. Oh yeah, okay. Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in, get in, get in. She doesn't wait for a response and jumps behind the wheel of a lavender vintage roadster instead. The engine starts roaring expectantly, causing everyone's heads to turn. I did not know a thing about cars. Not wanting to attract needless attention, you quickly slip into the backseat of the car. The moment you shut the door behind you, the vehicle sets off, tires screeching. Sorry for not bringing you up to speed first, but hey, this is NYC. Everyone's always in a rush, and this is even more true than when you're kindred. That is true. I remember, from what I've heard, people visited New York City. It's like it can be the friendliest place on earth, as long as you don't get into anyone's way. Like, if you look like remotely lost, someone will try to help you get to where you're going, because it's all about getting out of everyone else's way. And the best way to get out of other people's ways is to get to where you're going as fast as you can. And helping other people get to where they're going also helps. It's kind of cool. I can also see how that gets, like, misinterpreted by, like, everyone else in the world as, like, a mean city, but, like, no, I get that. That makes sense. I feel like if there was gonna be a place I'd be lost in, well, I wouldn't want to be lost anywhere, but New York City would probably be one of the better places. I assume. Do not take that as, like, good advice. God damn it. At Bussy Work. Now allow me to take care of some business and I'll be right with you. Even as she's zooming through traffic, she's still on her phone, of course. Nice car. How do you afford that? At vroom vroom beep beep. Thank you. The lavender really brings out its character, doesn't it? It does. It's really pretty. Ah, it's got so many designs. Oh, it got little cherry blossoms. Oh. At Bussy Work. about affording things in this city, it's pretty hard. You gotta be at the top of your game at all times. At Bussy Work, might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. Look, I'm just gonna keep saying Bussy Work every time it pops up. Discus bit. Or discuss bit that. So another extremely online Malk based in New York goes by the name of Dev Null. Told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. Oh no. It's the fucking Bitcoin. Remember, this was from like 2018 or something. I found a new religion. 23-year-olds selling visions of governments replaced by benign code and decentralized consensus. Masses ruled by algorithms as just as the laws of physics. Okay, I think she's gonna scam crypto guys, and I'm all for this. Idiot man-child investors trying to shape their realities through sheer fanatical zeal and dedicated collectors of things as abstract as rare SHA-256 decryptions. We're gonna scam some crypto bros, hell yeah. Her driving style is far more aggressive and dangerous than you're comfortable with. Is it just you, or does she peek into the rearview mirror more often than she looks straight ahead? A hype speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life savings can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet. How could I refuse the allure? I mean, how could you? God, it's really fucking funny how all this term panned out. I started buying low and selling high a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me that allowed me with 100 times leverage, as in they'd lend me 100 times the capital I could bet with. Ah, my throat. I got lucky at the beginning and kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing impulsively, recklessly. I got to a point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I cashed out. The car comes to an abrupt halt. You bump up against the seat in front of you. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I'll need you to do me a favor. What favor? Wait, first stop? We're where? Yeah, where are we? Or what's the favor? I get a feeling she's gonna tell us a favor, so where are we? Where exactly? I'm meeting a guy here. Well, you are, but I'll lend one of my handles to you for a minute. At young hot... God. See that weird guy in a Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach and tell him you're... young hot petite... Genie? Is that supposed to be Genie? What is that? Alright, take the phone he gives you and bring it here. Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. Ooh, alright. Oh my god, so... this game has so many freaking gorgeous visuals! You jump out of the car and approach the man Hope has pointed out. Hold on, I'm gonna take another drink. Not a lot you can tell about him based on his appearance, aside from the fact he seems pretty shady. Pretty shady. Yeah, it's pretty shady. The guy assumes a comically threatening pose as you approach him. Puffs out his chest. The hell do you want? Ooh, you got a cool design too. I'm young, hot, and petite. Christ. Oh, no offense, but I can't expect a girl. I mean, no, yeah, my bad for assuming. Damn. Damn, do I not... Chat, do I not fit that description? Come on. Come on. He takes the phone out of his pocket and covertly passes it to you. Everything has been prepared and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data. Now get out of here. The man walks away with exaggerated hip-hop gait. Or gaunt. Wait, gat? I actually don't know how to pronounce that. I know what they're talking about, it's just... Okay, moving on. You jump back into Hope's car. She immediately steps on the gas. It's whole ass! You got the phone? You're the best. Pass it to me. She connects it to smartphones using a cable and begins some sort of data transfer. Looks like it's an identical model. After a minute or so, the process is complete. Alright, goodbye, lovely. You've served me well. Hope opens the car window, grabs her old phone. You're not expert enough to recognize the exact model, but it definitely looks like it had $800 price tag slapped onto it. Oh, and tosses it out the window. God, the face I would make. No! Surprised you look behind you and see a car in the opposite lane run over the abandoned device. Hope notices your quizzical look. Oh my god, that was so much freaking money. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use some cheap piece of shit. So it's an pretty expensive necessity. Yeah, no shit. Intersection, red light. She takes advantage of the moment to shoot a driving selfie that strategically excludes her face and upload it to Instagram. You notice her handle there is... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this word. Versace beauty? Versace QT. Google, tell me what this word means. Versace. If that's even a word. Is it a word? Oh, it is a word. And first thing that pops up is showgirls. Not a bad word. Hold on, definition. Why am I not getting a definition? I'm just getting a bunch of like, okay, there's the wiki. Oh, it's an Italian luxury fashion company. No wonder I was getting like a bunch of logos and stuff. What does it translate to? Ooh, excuse me. Oh wait, it's a hashtag. Okay, this might just be something I don't know about. That's fine. I am very dumb. Alright. Now, I was telling you a story. Bitcoin cashing out. Cashing out. Right. At some point toward the end of 2017, I became convinced I needed to cash out. There was no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be no grapes of wrath for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to be a series of profoundly antisocial, disconnected events. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of low millennials who rejected all established modern values and kept atoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin back in 2013. Well, kind of. It was more like a bunch of douchebags who got sick and tired of a boot being on top of them, but instead of overthrowing that boot, they wanted to be the boot. Long story short, go look up Folding Ideas YouTube channel or YouTube video on cryptocurrency, because that's a really good in-depth look at it. Another abrupt last-second turn. You're pressed against the window. What the hell is with your driving style? It's offensive driving style, that's what it is. Bet a life you never wanted to live anywhere and get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Untether yourself from all worldly desires. Find joy in ideations. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's as abstract as a video game score, a bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena, elite New York City social circles. Not because I wanted to scam them and make more, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. I mean, of course I had to scam them in the process, but it was only in the service of becoming something more than a star. A constellation. Another abrupt stop, this time to next to the entrance of a shifty-looking back alley. Alright, friend, this time you're leaky gut syndrome. Well, at least that one I can pronounce. Whistleblower extraordinaire. Whenever a press sneak fuck wants a leak, you've got it? Sorry for putting you out there in my place, but I only personally contact people as a last resort. It gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. And since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in this back alley. He's paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in the city. Retrieve it. I will circle the area, make sure we aren't in danger right now. When you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything clear? Good. Okay, I'm here to get info, I guess. You exit the car and see it drive away in a hurry, then head to the narrow passageway. Sure enough, there's a man waiting for you at the end of the back street. Unshaven, wearing wrinkled... I saw that shadow. Wearing wrinkled clothes with a nervous eye tick. He looks even dodgier than the last guy you met. When you approach, he gives you a mean look. You lost or something? I feel lost. I'm at leaky gut syndrome. You said you've got a little something that might interest me? Of course, straight to the point, aren't you? Alright then. Clumsily, he produces a USB stick from his front shirt pocket and holds it before your face. When you reach out to take it, he pulls his hand back and gives you a sly grin. Getting all this day was risky, you know. Is that Miss? Yeah, it's Miss. Miss Montgomery is an unusually secretive person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think. The more you ask around about her, the more you expect a letter saying, give up your inquiries, which are completely useless. At your at your doorstep, perhaps attached to a severed cat head. You catch my drift? Did your cat get killed? That's very specific. The secrecy surrounding her screams friends in high places. Brave New World Order, Illuminati shit, you know. Makes me think I deserve some hazard pay. Start walking away. Confuse and bluff. You try to imagine what Hope would do if she were in your place. Then you simply turn away and start walking back where you came from. Calmly, wordlessly, no negotiations. Just as you're about to walk out of sight, you hear an annoyed grunt behind you. All right, I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. My bad, okay? Get back here. You turn around and look at the journalist expectantly. He sighs and extends a hand holding a flash drive toward you again. You take it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Not really sure what it's about, but one of my informants claims you might be interested in this. He reaches into your jacket and presents you with something wholly unexpectedly. It's a bag of blood labeled simply as AB or H negative. What's the RH for? Not familiar with that. You take a closer look, but doesn't answer any questions that just appeared in your mind. You peek into a journalist's cold blue eyes and see them twitch uncontrollably. Don't ask me this, that you'll know what to do with it. Do with it, leaky gut. Come on, take it. I'm not taking that. I've heard the things that the Second Inquisition do. I'm not doing that. Keep it. I have no idea who that informant is, but they've been feeding you bullshit, buddy. Yeah, I don't think so. Another eye twitch in an awkward silence. You give the blood bag one last glance and leave the alley the way you came. Hope's car appears behind the corner just as you walk out onto the street. It doesn't even fully stop when you approach, but slows down just enough that you can jump in. The moment you close the door, she leans into the gas pedal with her full strength, causing the engine to roar. Her driving style definitely doesn't reflect how laid back she seems as a person. I've noticed that. I've met people who are just the calmest person in the world who will turn into like they're in Mad Max behind a car wheel. It's weird. We've got. You throw the flash drive onto the seat next to her. Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go? You relate the entire back alley encounter to her. Toward the end of the story, you notice she's not staring at the road or her phone, but directly at your face. The realization startles you. You've got that bad bag of blood with you? Left it with him. Felt fishy somehow. Huh, anything particular about it? Nothing, just labels saying ABHR negative. She steps on the brakes. Fuck. Okay. She grabs a flash drive you have tamed and throws it out the window. Looks like that's her favorite method of taking care of problems. That bag was a message. AB negative. Negative used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found in less than 1% of the United States population. We just had a conversation about that. I think that's true. Glad you didn't drink it. Who knows what they've done to the bag? Some NYC vets can tell you wild stories about using radiant blood, locate and kill other kindred. That's why I heard about. Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from him. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, still, I wonder if they would have done anything to his blood. That would have been some kind of 5-dimensional chess move. But yeah, this contact is compromised and needs to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist frenemy, and goodbye, dear Lucky Gut Syndrome. You've both outlived your usefulness. After a brief period of hesitation, she deletes her whistleblower extraordinaire account and sighs. Another one bites the dust. At Wealth Haver. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin, and then where did I stop? Constellation. No. Was it Constellation? Yeah, it's Constellations. Becoming a constellation. Oh, right. You know who saw the real face of the sea? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? I have not. A Russian working-class girl born as Anna Sorokin. She moved to New York City in 2013, convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich trust fund kid. A wealthy German heiress. Manhattan at least totally fell for it, and they bought it for... Ooh, hold on one second. And they bought it for years while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000. Sorokin created her delivery persona out of thin air, convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund, and kept tasting all of life's finest pleasures while being basically broke. She even made up a fake family financial advisor, then killed him off when he became a liability. And apparently, most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out to shame. I remember that's what happened with, like, what was his name? The big Ponzi scheme back in the day. Like, it was, like, so big that it had, like, a bunch of people, like, involved in it, and, like, it got to the point where, like, most of them wouldn't even, like, talk about it, because it was, like, so, like, shameful for them. Oh, hold on one second, I'm gonna blow out my candle. By now, you're sure, the way she scrutinizes her surroundings, her reckless driving, she's trying to escape somebody. Now Delphi's locked up with murderers and Rikers, writing her memoirs, picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart, she'll forever be an inspiration. She got locked up with murderers for like 300 grand? That's crazy. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds, and I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass wants to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes it super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen it firsthand, both as a deceiver and as the deceived. It's a sea of illusions. Make non-existent money, come up with a fictional status, play nonsensical Camarilla games. And one day you might just find yourself at the top. Alright, we're reaching our last stop. Look around, you're coming up to a parking garage. You're gonna take an elevator to the 70th floor, give the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card. It contains an art house movie I've made. What the eyes wide shut is this gonna be? Alright. 70th floor, masked man. Give him a memory card. It's apparently an outhouse film that she made. What am I walking into? Yeah, I have several questions. All of them good. What kind of art house movie? Devil Woman Doctor, you've seen me rehearse it in my haven. You know what I mean. You didn't think I was doing that just for the show, did you? I mean, kind of. I found some filthy rich Manhattan pervs who'll pay a fortune for a convincing vampire camp show. Why? That's like the shade. No, I would not give them that. That's no. That's like when I think of the Second Inquisition, I'm thinking of like filthy rich people who are like in charge of the Second Inquisition. Like, I definitely don't think that they're not part of it. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. When we give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in the sea. So your nickname this time is going to be... Oh, okay. So we're giving them a little Trojan horse. Alright. Alright, I can get behind that. Just please don't get us killed. Or the SI on our asses. A crash. You are momentarily dazed and can't immediately understand what happened. The first thing you know for sure is you are still a normal human being. You'd be dead. You replay the last few seconds in your head. The other car appeared out of nowhere, crashing to Hope's vehicle at the maximum speed it was able to achieve in this closed-off space. I saw that! The driver has already managed to kick open the mangled door next to him and stumble out of his seat. Now he wordlessly approaches the trunk. Oh shit. He takes a large caliber silenced pistol out of it. Oh, fuck. He starts approaching the lavender wreck of Hope's car, obviously ready to finish the job that he started. You have to be fast and violent. It's you or him now. Outrun his gun. Wait, attack the man? Outrun his gun? Because I don't want to run. I don't want to leave Hope there. Your instincts take over. You don't come up with a strategy or optimal route. You simply start running towards the gunman, yelling. For a split second, he's completely dumbfounded. Then he opens fire. The bullets put a brief stop to your sprint. You're engulfed in pain. Your flesh and clothes begin being shredded to bits. But when his magazine runs out, you're still standing, determined to move forward. He tries to act as quickly as possible, but he can't reload his weapon before you get to him. A tackle, a primal scream, left punch, right punch, left punch. You return this cruelty tenfold to his face. When you're done, the head is barely recognizable as human. Fuck. You stand above the gunman's body, trying to calm yourself and your killer instincts. That's when you hear her voice. Ugh. Hope slithers out of the car and sees you standing over her assailant. Huh. He did pretty good. I'm concerned now. She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. Upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. Knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day, and I know just who he belongs to. Even before she's done talking, she's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone screen. Ooh. Is that Princess Diana? Or Diana? Kara Montgomery, how may I help you? Is she a vampire? Kara? Hope, didn't expect you to ever reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait, did something happen? Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. That's what fucking happened. Oh, that's where we learn about ghouls. Right, hold on. Lineage, ghoul. A main created by giving a bit of vampiric vitae to a mortal without draining them blood first, which would create a vampire instead. Okay, so my understanding of ghouls is that it's not so much of like a partnership deal as much as like they're just outright your servants. Like they have to do what you say. calm yourself, for Christ's sakes. This is a baseless accusation. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Come on, you know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet up and talk it over? Hope this guy's call and instantly blocks Kara from contacting her. You corporate shithead, you make me sick. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in my car. 30 seconds later, his body is laying on the backseat of the lavender-colored wreck. Okay, good. You take a look at this scene of carnage in front of you. Every second we're here gets us closer to a serious Masquerade violation. I have to exchange my Pomdi or Worthy. Pomdi or Worthy? Oh my gods, I am a Philistine. I cannot pronounce words for shit. Pomdi or Worthy, masterpiece for the good some other time. Ah, she gets behind the wheel and you follow her inside the car. Holler back, woman. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now, I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed, and plan our counterattack. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come perfectly clear. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die. She disappears into the traffic, and you disappear into your place. Yeah, I need to rest. Okay. Ooh, how are we doing on time? It's just an hour? Okay, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'll be right back. I just need to refill my water real quick. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Alright, let's take a rest. You're walking down the street towards her haven. Oh. In some other town, the sidewalks would be deserted this time of night. In New York City, there are plenty of passers-by going about the business. It's easy to be paranoid when you're a vampire surrounded by a crowd of humans. The Kindred have many enemies, and all of those enemies have one trait in common. They're invisible. Indistinguishable from normal humanity. Other vampires, hunters, all look like people. Is that old man just a tired restaurant worker or a kindred thrall tailoring your movements? Are the officers idly waiting in a patrol car ordinary cops or Second Inquisition specialists looking to end undead threats? This kind of thinking leads to madness, but you can't shake the feeling that someone's watching you. It's not just the first time you felt this. Whatever this is, it's probably something you have to take care of. Best case, someone is tailing you. Worst case, you'll be attacked and killed. Unfortunately, being undead has its limitations. The sun is coming up soon, and you'll burn to a crisp if you stay on the streets. You reach your haven and settle in for the day, disconnected by the idea that someone might know where you sleep. Well, as you wake from your slumber, you emerge from your haven for the night. You notice a familiar face on the other side of the street, standing on the corner looking straight at you. It's Kaiser's lackey whom you met recently, Jackie. He nods to you, encouraging you to approach. His hands are outside of his pockets, and he seems pretty relaxed. He's keeping his eyes on the street, though, as if making sure you're alone. He smiles awkwardly when you approach. Evening. Got something for you from our mutual friend. He produces a crumpled piece of paper from his jacket pocket and hands it to you. Read it, memorize it, and give it back here. It's a letter. The paper might just be a page ripped out of a spiral notebook, but the writing on it is exquisitely detailed and deliberate. It reads, "Time to square your debt with me. Go to the wine shop at 232 Mulberry Street. Ask for the 1821 Special Reserve, Donatello Negro Mora." Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. There we go. Just in case. When they tell you they don't have it, say you're a... Oh my god. Those exact words, make sure you get the G right. Okay, Fidelis Servitor della Famiglia G. Just gonna write that down too. Listen, I've played too many RPGs that like very suddenly sprang like a pop quiz on you to not be paranoid. What did this character say like when you played this game like 3 weeks ago? Like, Jesus, no, please. And they can give you like 3 options and they're all like only slightly different. That somehow makes it worse. Alright. Would I be surprised? Yes. But also no. You'll get a ball. Just take it and leave by saying grazie. Okay, I'm gonna write that down too. Grazie. Because I am no fool. Don't ask how much it is or anything else, just walk out. When you have it, come back to Jackie Boy here and let him know. You done? Memorize that shit, hand it over. I got it written down. Didn't peg your boss for a letter kind of guy. Isn't electronic communication his whole stick? Yeah, well, some things are better done the old-fashioned way. You about done with the letter? You note the phrases and addresses mentioned in the letter, then hand it back to Jackie. He immediately reaches for a letter and burns the letter, pointing out the ashes with his boot. So yeah, when you do what the boss asks, come back here so I can tell you where to go next. I'll be in that alley over there, so find me when you have the item, whatever it is. I don't know. The boss made it extra clear that I shouldn't care, so I don't. See ya. Gotcha, buddy. He shuffles away and leaves you to pursue the lead from the letter. Time to pay a visit to Nolita. You arrive at the address mentioned in the note. Not counting local restaurant patrons, the street is mostly empty at this time of night. But curiously, the wine shop is still open. Inside, a small middle-aged woman with curly hair stands behind the counter in front of a wall filled with wine bottles. There's a door at the back of the room with a small table and chair occupied by a man in a black fox leather jacket with slick combed back hair. He's reading a newspaper but pauses as a little bell rings when you open the door. He takes a sip from a small steaming cup, then gets back to his board sheet. Ooh, hello. You're pretty. Good evening. How can I help you? That's a lovely shirt, too. Or is that a dress? No, that's a dress. That's a lovely dress. Be direct. I would like a bottle of the 1821 special dessert. Okay, good. Let me check our stock. She seems to be looking through a database on a laptop sitting on the counter. She puts on a polite smile. I'm afraid we don't have that one at the moment. Sorry. Excuse me? Casually recite the phrase. I'm sure we'll find a bottle for a fidel servitore della Flamingo G, right? Oh my fucking god. She raises an eyebrow. Let me see if we have any in the back. The woman leaves the counter and goes through the doors in the back. The man by a table puts down his newspaper and takes another sip of his coffee, washing it down with a gulp of water from the nearby glass. He tries to hide it, but there's no doubt he's watching you. About a minute passes. You remain silent and wait. Shut the guy up, borrow a guy's newspaper. I don't want to just steal his newspaper. Also, I don't think I'm supposed to do anything else, so I'm just gonna remain silent and wait. You mind yourself what Kaiser wrote on a letter and keep quiet, patiently waiting for the woman to return from the back of the store. The man finishes his drink and starts doodling on the newspaper, his eyes darting to you every so often. The doors on the back of the store open and the proprietor emerges with a small, unlabeled, squat bottle of crimson liquid. She gives you an apologetic smile. Scusi. Sorry for taking so long. Turns out we did have it. Squeezy, apologies for my pronunciations. I am American. I am terrible at these. Turns out we did have it. She offers you the bottle and you reach out to grab it, but she retracts it. You do know what this is, don't you? Why, this is a wine shop, so it's wine, surely. Well, of course, the best kind of wine. Enjoy. She winks at you. God. Damn, that's shadiest fucking shit in a video game I've ever done in my life. Decided you've pushed your luck far enough, you nod and exit the store and take a brisk. No! No! You were supposed to say Grazi. I wrote that down. I wrote that down. Why did you say it? It takes some time to find a parking spot, but you finally get out of the car and start looking for Jackie. He's not far from where you parted ways just under 2 hours ago. Got the goods. You show him the bottle. Any idea what this is? He looks away and puts it up in his hands. Hey, put that back. I told you before. I don't know what the boss wanted you to retrieve. I don't want to know. I'll let him know you got it. Wait here. He takes a few steps into a narrow space between two buildings and takes out the same high-tech phone you saw him carrying last time. Hey, boss. Yeah, they have it. Where do I point them to? Okay, yeah. I'll tell them go there right away. He puts the phone back in his pocket and turns back to you. Well, it's point. Half an hour, so you better step on it. See you around. With only a flippant salute, Jackie starts walking down the street. You make your way back to the car and drive. You had to push the speed limit and make it on time, but you're here. Willard's Point is quite a change of scenery. The place is a post-industrial dump, the nearby stadium notwithstanding. Notwithstanding. God, it's notwithstanding all being one word is crazy to me. You stop your car once and realize that if you go any further down, the potholes will kill your chassis. You step out onto one of those gashes on the asphalt, splashing in the ankle-deep water. Ah! My throat. Kaiser's limo is nowhere to be seen. In fact, the whole place is pretty much deserted, other than the apparent proprietor of a lonely bar, a middle-aged woman who's just locking up the place. Let's just wait for Kaiser. I don't think we need to feed tonight. You stay near your car and decide to wait. Kaiser must be on his way. Or if he's not, and is instead playing one of his games, then you're not participating. You've got what he wants, let him come to you. The bright lights of a car pulling out down the street 10 minutes later catch your attention. It's a black limo. Kaiser is finally here, it would seem. Same as last time. The car doors open and nobody comes out. You know the drill. You know the drill this time. Kaiser is visible when you look inside. You sit down and close the door behind you. So, you pulled it off without a hitch then. Give it here. You hand the bottle over to the Nosferatu. He uncorks it gently, takes a whiff, and puts the cork back in. Yeah, that's the stuff. Good job, kid. Consider it dead paid. Oh, yeah, and also, take this. It's what Langley wanted. He passes you an envelope with what feels like a thick card inside. Now we're even? Sure, fledgling. If that's the way you want to see it, I'll send Jackie over. If I ever need anything else from you, how about that? I don't like it. I feel like I'm somehow still in his debt. Time for you to get out now. He waves you out of the car. With the envelope in hand, you get out, back onto the torn asphalt, words. What are words? He waves you out of the car. With the envelope in hand, you get out, back onto the torn asphalt and decrepit surroundings. The limo slowly drives away. Finally, you can return to Sophie and bring her what she wanted. Eee! Gregory lets you in. You hear a shrill, unpleasant laugh, and you realize Sophie's having a guest over. He's the man from Elysium, the one with the glasses and good taste in suits. You didn't have a chance to talk to him last you saw him. Ah, Sam, so glad to see you. Tell me, did the two of you previously meet? The man doesn't wait for an answer. He approaches you with an energetic, almost dance-like step and puts out his hand. Thomas Arterio. I've heard about you. Pleasure. That man's neck is just Thomas is a great source of gossip and an excellent conversationalist. I also have the prince's ear, which is the primary reason dear Miss Langley wished to speak to me tonight. Good gossip, even coming from me, is nearly as valued. Sad. I hate how he has like such a good fit of a suit. Just dang it. I want that suit. I'm very jealous. Sophie is taken aback by the man's direct comment, but smiles politely. The awkward atmosphere is broken again by the guest's grating laugh. I kid, of course, I kid. Well, I was about to leave anyway, so I'll leave you two to it. Good night, Sophie. Sam, Gregory boy. Sophie's driver opens the door for Arturo, and the guest steps out with a single wave of the hand towards his host and you. The doors close. That guy's a creep. Getting creep vibes. I wouldn't be so harsh, fledgling, but it does take some getting used to, certainly. Thomas has clout in court and access to many juicy details on everyone from the prince to the lowest PERMISION. It's useful to have him on your side, even if his eccentricity requires some patience. Speaking of patience, you have been putting mine to the test lately. Did you manage to contact Kaiser and inquire what I asked for? Yes, but I had to do another job for him first. Yes, but the day you offered was old news to him. I had to do another job for him before he would give me this card. She retrieves the envelope from you. I'm sure he did. I do hope it wasn't too much of an inconvenience. I had to retrieve a bottle from him. He made me go on an entirely separate escapade to retrieve a bottle of wine from a store in Nolita. I had to use code phrases and whatnot. Wine shop? Code phrases? That degenerate pest. She's visibly agitated but calms down and smiles at you. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure that whatever Kaiser had you do, it'll blow over. Oh god, did we do something even worse? What's gonna blow over? What did I do? Oh no. She opens the envelope and looks at the card. You know it's the same lettering you saw in Kaiser's note from before, but can't see the details. Her eyes widen. Yes. Excellent. I need to call in favors. I'll likely be busy for the next few nights. You have my permission to show some initiative, my dear charge. I will contact you soon. With that, Sophie ushers you outside, and you are left to do with the rest of the night's hours as you like. God, I really hope my mic did not just pick up my sister there. Don't worry, she's most likely just talking to her dog. Somebody's watching me, part 1. Recently, you're feeling as if somebody's keeps telling you time to confirm your suspicions. Upon returning, or we can do more Tam. This has been telling you. Oh, I'm sorry, Tam. We got another half hour. I'm sure we can, we got time. Because I don't want this, disappear. I kind of want to get on to this. Someone's following you around, has been for a few nights, maybe longer. That can't be a good thing. The only question is, what to do about it. Tell Sophie you have a problem. Yeah. It is clearly something more serious than what you can figure out on your own. You have to ask Sophie for help. She must have experiences with all kinds of stalkers, invisible or not. You make your way to Sophie's apartment feeling watched the whole way. It would be better if you could shake the tail, but something tells you that's impossible. A ghoul lets you into Sophie's apartment. You're not sure how many servants she has, but her civility creeps you out. Servility creeps you out. Does vampire blood do that to people, or is it just Sophie's personality? I mean, let's be honest. It could be both. The ghoul tells you that Sophie is not in and bids you to wait in the living room. You do as directed, settling down onto a sofa. As you sit contemplating Sophie's decor, you feel strange, as if the feeling of being followed down the street never really left you. Okay, next order of business, put some egg cartons onto the door itself, because that's where most of the noise is coming from. You don't have time to think more on this, because Sophie strides in, clearly in a good mood. If it isn't my favorite stray, am I matching it, or have you started to dress a little better? I'm so weak. Alright, give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. You stand up, too worried to waste time on small talk. No, but I want the small talk, though. I'm being followed. I have a weird feeling when I go out. I have a weird feeling when I go out, as if some invisible creep is tailing me. Sometimes when you're a vampire, you really do have an invisible creep tailing you. Tough love. This is a cause for concern, to be sure, in fact. Sophie looks around the room, suddenly startled. I can't believe it. As Sophie stands up, ready to face whatever danger she senses, a visible force pushes aside a servant standing in the doorway. You hear the door of Sophie's apartment open and close. Sophie sighs and settles back down as the ghoul disappears into the hallway in a vain effort to catch the stalker. I suppose I should scold you, but in a town full of Malkavians, the Nosferatu is probably useless. Sometimes this happens. This is embarrassing. You should be careful. I'll assign one of my servants to watch your haven. Oh, fuck. Oh no, you leave Sophie's apartment chastened and confused. If invisible orlocks and jesters can follow you anywhere, how are you supposed to stop them? Perhaps it's all part of the game the kindred seem to play with each other. Hard to say if that makes it better or worse. Ah, shit. I need to rest. Yep. Sleep. Oh, who are you? A Nosy Reporter, Part 1. We can do second, I guess, because I want to go see Tam again. Once again, you cross the gate at Prospect Park and head straight for where you last saw the feral duo. Minutes pass. Finding no sign of Tamika, you begin to worry that something might have happened to her. Suddenly, you hear rustling coming from the nearby bushes, and it's not the stray cat kind of rustling either. Whoever side of this bush better be ready to get their ass whooped. That was not where I was going with that. The rustling stops, if only for a second. Suddenly the bushes part and Raoul walks out, desperately trying to look confident. Who said I was hiding? You were in the bushes, my man. In the bushes. Listen, I want to have a word before Tam gets here. Okay. She seems to like you for whatever strange reason, but the way I see it, you're a nuisance at best. Oh no. At worst, you're a threat. Ah, it's even worse. You'll warm up to me. Just give it some time. You'll warm up to me yet. That whole suave asshole routine might work on your dipshit cami friends. But I'm not impressed. Tamika is my sister in every sense of the word that counts. Anything happens to her that I find even remotely your fault, I'm coming after you. That's fair. Is that clear? Crystal, I'm not your enemy. She doesn't need a babysitter. I really don't think she needs a babysitter. I'm not your enemy, or Tamika's. I don't think you understand. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. What I'm saying is anything happens to Mika, I'm holding you accountable. Why didn't you just start with that? All of a sudden the sound of footsteps reaches your ears. It's just faint enough to be... Hold on. It's just faint enough to be ostentatious, but still loud enough to hear. You can tell that whoever's approaching wants to make their presence known. Both you and Raoul turn just in time to see Tamika emerge from behind an old sycamore tree. It's hard to tell just how long she's been listening in on your conversation. In any case, she walks up and speaks, addressing no one in particular. Did I miss anything? Your brother's being worried about you. He seems to think I'm a bad influence. Aww. An instant her voice goes from mockingly sweet to stern unyielding. Her next words sound like a challenge. Is that true, Raoul? You think I can't take care of myself? God damn it, Tam, that's not what this is about, and you know it. I know, big brother, you meant well. You always mean well. Ah, screw it, why do I even bother? And with that, Raoul takes his leave. Tamika waits in silence just long enough to make sure he can no longer hear her, and addresses you. I have a favor to ask. For you? Hey, I mean, come on. Come on. Sure, anything. Oh, you didn't even say it right. Okay. She raises an eyebrow. Anything, huh? Careful, I might keep you to that. I meant what I said. The look of genuine surprise washes over her face. She blinks as if trying to revert to her default resting bitch face setting. I have an errand to run. I was hoping you'd come with me. There's a place east of here. It's a short walk. We should be back in about 2, maybe 3 hours. Wait, we're walking? As in, on foot? In New York, lots of people walk. Like I'm more surprised people drive in New York than walk. I don't like cars, alright? They remind me of old times, before I became this. It can be distracting. So, can we go? Should I expect trouble? Sounds kinda shady. Should I expect trouble? You should always expect trouble. Fair enough. But I'm not planning to start any. And so you head toward the parking lot, accompanied by Tamika and a lot of unanswered questions. Following Tamika's directions, you finally arrive at the Evergreen Cemetery, one of the oldest burying? Shouldn't that be burial? Burial grounds in Brooklyn. You enter through the southwestern gate and follow your companion through the sea of tombstones. It's a nice enough place as far as graveyards go, much less homogenized than the usual flat field littered with identical markers. Tamika confidently presses on, swerving and weaving along a pre-programmed path. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times. Just a couple of goths walking through a cemetery. Just another day. Excuse me. Finally, she makes a sharp left and takes a few more steps down a gravel walkway, coming to a sudden stop in front of a modest headstone. The inscription reads, Luca Santiago, beloved sister and daughter, born 1991, taken from us too soon. Aww. With her eyes fixed on the gravesite, she lets out an absent-minded utterance. I need a moment alone. Not long, 5 minutes at most. You look around in search of a good spot to wait for her and pass the time. At the far end of the nearby lawn, you notice a lone bench situated under a weeping willow. Oh my god, this place is just gorgeous. I love this tree. I love this art. Oh my god. want this wallpaper. Suddenly you hear voices, distant but slowly approaching. Judging by the tone and timbre, you're guessing it's a couple of teenagers out to get their late night kicks among dearly departed. Baby goths. Oh no, youths. Might be a good chance to feed. Then again, you could just pass the time walking around the area. It's actually quite nice, in a dark and somber kind of way. Feeding opportunity? Do we need... It's been a couple of nights, but I think we could pass. I'll wait on that bench by the tree. I'll take a walk. Don't take too long. I'll take a walk. Guess I'll just take a walk. Don't take too long. She throws you a razor-sharp glare. Yeah, like I said, 5 minutes. You spend a few minutes walking around, taking in the sights, and reading various inscriptions on some of the older headstones. I just kind of like taking a walk around. My assumption was like to like gauge the area, make sure like no one's gonna like ambush us. Finally, you get back to the tree and find Tamika sitting on the bench. Without a word, you sit next to her. You look over to her, doing your best not to stare. She looks down, crossing her arms and putting her hands on your shoulders. In an instant, the ferocious savage disappears, replaced by a vulnerable young woman. I think I'm done. You feel like sharing? Luca, huh? So who was she? A sister and a friend. Sorry, I'm being syllabic again, aren't I? No, I get that. There's... Yeah, I can follow. It's good. She looks away. You can tell she's struggling to open up to you, so you remain silent, trying not to make her uncomfortable. I was embraced not far from here, in the cemetery. A fitting spot, I suppose. God, you are a goth chick. It was close to a decade ago. I'd been on the road for a couple of years at that point, hitchhiking from one town to another. New York was supposed to be just another stop. And then I met Jezebel. She was strong, smart, independent, seemed like someone I could trust, someone I could get close to. She never made me feel inadequate or ashamed. And she could hold her own in a fist fight too. Funny thing though, she only wanted to meet during nighttime. I didn't think much of it, even came up with excuses for her. Busy, eccentric, whatever worked. Until one night she sank her teeth into my neck. She sounds like quiet gal. Hi Cerberus, how's it going? We're just playing more Vampire the Masquerade. Ooh, and apologies if you can hear like other people. Soundproofing in my room is not the best. Also apologies for my horrible attempt at voice acting, because I'm not great at voices or acting or anything. You're pretty good? Awesome. Oh, I hope your day's been just as good. No wait, yeah, you said you're pretty good. Yeah, so that means your day was pretty good. I'm sorry, ignore me, I'm kinda jumbled. I'm sure it'll be fine, yeah. Alright, a fighter, a lover, an undead abomination. She sounds like quite a gal. She was. I honestly learned more about her after she was gone. She was the real deal. An old school gang girl, veteran of the Battle of New York. She looks away and growls, reticent for a brief moment. Wait, the Battle of New York? I thought that was like in, like, the 2000s, not the 90s? Huh. Anyway, she left soon after turning me. I think the Conclave of Prague really shook her up. Oh, was she at Prague? Cause I know what that is, so... Wait, she left you all alone? Not exactly. There was Raoul and Luca. But we were all just pups, sure. We were together, but still hopelessly lost. I'm not gonna lie, I felt betrayed, furious, terrified. Luca died a few years later. Operation Lights Out, they called it. It was a coordinated assault by the Second Inquisition, a genocide by any other name. Her family got together, brought up a plot, and buried an empty casket. I guess they wanted some closure. Can't fault them for that. Even though she's not really here, I like to come and visit from time to time. It reminds me of who I am. Keeps me in check. Keeps the beast at bay. Also, this being the place of my embrace, you have to appreciate that level of irony. She straightens up and looks at you as if something just occurred to her. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. One minute I'm all grunts and stares, the next I'm giving you my biography. No, give me more! Give me more! I guess I'm just tired of being scared alone. I think she knows she doesn't have to be alone. I'm trying to think if she's looking for a place to belong. That also sounds kind of culty. I don't know if I want to do that. You don't have to be alone. Looking for a place to belong. But that also sounds distant. Why isn't there a third hug option? Why can't I not hug the scary vampire goth chick? Game, you cowards. That's why I always say every game needs a hug button. Every game. There should be a dedicated pet the furry animal button and a dedicated hug the NPC button. Every game. Every game. Alright. You don't have to be alone. I used to think so, but those were simpler times. At this point, I'm just looking for something to believe in. Someone I could give a damn about. Oh, I can't. Oh, lots of options. Why can't I romance everyone? Game! Okay, now even assuming that's a romance, probably not. I'm going off of like game logic for that. You have Raoul. You have me. You always have Raoul. She smiles sadly. Will I? Don't get me wrong, Raoul's my brother. The bond between us is not easily broken. But he's got ideas and ambitions of his own. He won't always be there to watch my back. I can't expect that of him. You open your mouth, but before you can make a sound, to make emotions to you to keep quiet. She lifts her head and sniffs the air. Her ears perk up and her eyes widen. What's happening? Suddenly she pushes you with all of her strength, sending you flying off the bench. Yes. Gods, why am I so fucking easy? Before you even hit the ground, an immense shape flies into view and smashes down into the bench, splintering into pieces. With the blood surging through your veins, you pounce onto your feet. You look at the massive fur and muscles that just nearly pulverized you. Fur and is it a good boy? The creature rears its head and gives you a deranged stare. It then turns to Tamika. She seems utterly terrified, frozen in place as if she literally just saw a ghost. You notice the creature shift its weight as if preparing to pounce. Potence, attack the creature, yell to warn Tamika, get the creature's attention. Attack the creature. Feeling as if your muscles have turned to steel, you ram the creature before it can throw itself at Tamika. The beast flies through the air and smashes its back against a tree. In a matter of seconds, however, it gets back to your feet. Your attack might have surprised it, but it clearly didn't do any real damage. The creature then turns towards you. For a second or two, it moves its mouth awkwardly, as if trying to remember how to form words. Oh. That's not a werewolf. Oh wait, is there a werewolf? Wait, because I haven't actually looked into werewolves of this universe yet. My assumption was always that they were like the more what's a word for it? The more bestial werewolves, not the like old school like limited makeup werewolves. Alright. Stay out my ground. Sound more like Dr. Claw. The creature runs off toward a nearby clearing, when all of a sudden a gunshot sound sends it tumbling to the ground. A group of well-armed men by arm emerge from the shadows. Oh shit! Oh no! In orderly formation and moving closer around the creature. Stand, fight, retreat, and hide. Oh, if it was his ground, I don't want him to get killed. Stand and fight. Stand and fight, my assumption is I will be fighting the guys who shot the creature. But there's a possibility that's actually stand and fight the creature itself instead of the people with guns. No, stand and fight. With your ego sufficiently wounded. It's not an ego thing. You decide to stand your ground. It's one thing to get messed up by some supernatural monstrosity, but these look like ordinary mortals. Still, whoever they are, they seem to know what they're doing. You wipe the blood off your nose and steel yourself for what's to come. All of a sudden, Tamika grabs you by the arm. No, there's too many of them. Come on. Deferring to her judgment, you promptly follow her behind a nearby brush. Luckily, the men don't appear to have spotted you. From the relative safety of the thick foliage, you watch in silence as the group of armed men subdue the creature using steel nets and cattle prods. In the corner of your eye, you catch Tamika looking away as if she... that if got cut off. As if she finds... Oh, that's right, because I changed the size of the captions. She finds this whole spectacle somehow distasteful. She speaks under her breath, her voice shaking. Can we get out of here? You see no reason to object. Oh, can we get out of here? Like, can we leave? Okay. The walk back turns out to be quite a somber experience. You both walk in silence to see a blur of lights and cars careening by. You look over at Tamika. She seems lost in her thoughts. Finally, you decide to break the silence. Because my assumption is that was the Second Inquisition, and that was a werewolf, but I'm not entirely sure. What was that back there? Werewolf? No, if it were, we probably wouldn't be talking right now. Okay, so it wasn't a werewolf. Huh. And yeah, that's my, yeah, because that's one thing I do know about the werewolves of this universe is they don't fuck around. They're on like a... There's something like the vampires are scared shitless of. Still, in a way, that might have been preferable. She rubs her temples, trying to collect her thoughts. Among those of my clan, we tell stories about the scarred one. Scarred one? That's the only name he's known by. He's a cautionary tale for young Gangrel. He's what happens when you let the beast take over. That's what happens? I always figured him to be more of a metaphor. Seeing him in real life, it's like if a Christian just happened to run into Judas Iscariot one day. Wait, hold on. Judas Iscariot. One day. I'd see him hunted down by the SI, so that was the Second Inquisition. Okay. I didn't know if they also like went after werewolves or not. I don't, or it's not a werewolf, it's a gangrel. I don't know what to think. I don't even know where to start thinking. Deciding to give her some space, he spent the rest of the walk in silence. Soon enough, the family tree line at Prospect Park comes into view. You stop by the entrance nearest to Tamika's heaven. She keeps walking, without so much as a word or glance to your direction. Excuse me. She stops after several paces and turns back toward you. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming with me. But now I have a lot of shit to figure out. Once I do, I'll let you know. And with that, she disappears among the trees. Seeing no point sticking around, you take your leave. Wow. Okay, I know we can do one more thing tonight, but I'm gonna stop that there because we're coming up on a 2-hour mark. Yeah. Oof. Oh, that was fun. That was good. Oh, I love this game. I really miss, um, I really missed this last week. This game is so much fun. I love doing this. Okay. Thank you all for coming out tonight. If you like what you see here, please hit that follow button, and ring that little bell for the alert thingy so you can know, or is it bell? I can't remember. Just ring the alert thing so you'll know whenever I'm going live. If you like what you see here, check out my profile and you'll find a link to my YouTube channel, which has all of my past broadcasts. Please like, share, subscribe, all of the good stuff that helps the channel grow so that we can finally get to 50 followers. I have a goal of reaching at least 25 followers one day, and then hopefully 50 after that. But until then, oh yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, do all your usual stuff. And if you want to catch these streams live as they happen, there's a link down below in the comments and in the video description that should take you to my Twitch channel. So let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Okay. Oh, I was hoping Bo Sheep was still doing her, because she was doing a charity today. Okay. Bird Buns is doing RE4. I don't want to spoil that for people. Yeah, I guess there's no one we can really raid. Okay. So I'll leave you all here. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Please stay safe, stay wonderful. Yeah. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.